Salakia, you know, we had the phone on Do Not Disturb, and when it cut off at the hour, it shut down the video. It turned it off because I was getting into the story. You know what I'm saying? I'll just like giving examples like that. And I get, you know, the apostles when they go into their little stories and shit, it kind of encourages us to do the same thing just to add humor to the lesson. Because, you know, shit, we go hard a lot of times on these people, man. But so long story short, so she invited me to the crib, man. And back in my mind, I'm like, shit, I already know when she cooked me dinner. I'm like, I already know what it is. She finna give up the draws. And then she told me straightforward. She's like, I already knew I was gonna give it up to you. Shit, that was my whole plan to give it up to you. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna try to get with you type shit. So, you know, women they be knowing what they doing, man. You know, so I was like, all right, cool. I'm in there now. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, cool. Shit lasted 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was hell when I think about it. But you know what I mean? Shit, you live and you learn, and you know, it is what it is. And I know she still be listening to these videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? She feels some type of way because you know she just don't like the quote unquote freedom the Israelite men have to do what we have to do. She don't like that shit. No, I tell her all the time. I'm like, either you gonna get with the program now, or you gonna get with it later. So either way it go, she gonna have to get with the shit, or she gonna have to fend for herself. So it is what it is. Ain't too worried about it. But anyway, that's the spirit that it did shut down. Cause this is basically what I was saying earlier. It says I need to get this off my chest. And this is a fucking black, that's the fucking nigga woman, man. It says 90% of us women in a relationship enjoy cheating. And you are hearing this from another woman's mouth. Now you gonna have other women that say, nah, she just making that up. Come on, man. She and a whole bunch of other bitches talk and they gossip and catty and they put their business out there, bro. Like if you walk in on a woman having a conversation with our friend, you like, who the fuck is this bitch? These women are sexual deviants, man. Trust me. It says the most thrilling part is accusing our mate of cheating and stressing him out to keep his mind clouded while we cheat. See, that's wickedness. That's evil. It says it makes me so weird just thinking about coming home to him after cheating and letting him eat my side dude nut out of me. Wow, brothers. And this is the woman that we supposed to be fucking marrying. And you got Israelites out there saying, man, you gotta marry her if you have sex. Fuck that shit, bro. These women are fucking hoes, man. And we gonna get the scriptures on that. Because Jake try to use that shit because they want to justify themselves or why they married their wives because they woman is fucking loose. But it says here, they should not take a wife that is a whore or profane. Neither should they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy into his power. So these women, they're prostitutes, man. Technically, you can't even really marry them because the consummation of sex is marriage, okay? Now, I mean, having sex is marriage because you're coming together into one agreement, but it's defiled. That's why the scriptures goes into the bedchamber being defiled. They're defiled. So even you are marrying her, you're becoming one flesh with her, but she's one flesh with other men before you. You see, so it's not an official marriage because when you go into the word sex, it goes into cut. And when you're rotting a woman out, you're cutting into her hymen. And this is why when the flowers of our virginity are presented to our father, they show the blood on the sheets because basically you cut into that hymen, which consummates the marriage. But sex is marriage. So oftentimes brothers, they get their ribs and, you know, they have sex. They call her their wife because they have sex with her, you know, and they take a liking to her. You know what I'm saying? It's the women you really take a liking to. Like, all right, that's my rib. That's my wife. Because wife just means woman. Woman just means servant. Sex is marriage. You coming together with the woman that's been already one flesh for several men. So this is why Yahushua said an adulterous generation seeketh after the sign. Well, all adulterers in that sense. And this is why we're not being, and that alone proves that we're not under the law because technically speaking, all of us should be put to death because we've all taken women that have dealt with other men before us. You see what I'm saying? So that proves right there that we're not being judged on the technicality of the law. Okay. Leviticus 21:9, it says, and the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaned her father, and she should be burned with fire. So, yeah, man, these women, they have to be reset, brothers. Okay, I mean, sad ordeal, but this is just what it is. So I'm gonna play the rest of the video, get a couple of precepts, and I end it on that. Salakia.
Don't worry about her.
Look at the comments.
I told you that last time was the last time. So.
Okay, well, you don't seem to get it. You're either gonna take your clothes off and do what we did before. I mean, we've done it twice already. So we can do it again just like that. Nobody has to know.
I'm just gonna have to tell your wife, Mr. Ron.
Oh, okay.
See, look at this shit. Yola. Girl, don't mess up a good thing. He's a good man. And half these simp-ass jakes out here, they deal with these women and think that they woman is just so virtuous. Nah, bro, your woman is out there, man. A lot of these women, they single, but they got dudes, if you know what that means. They single, but they have dudes. A bitch is in a relationship on the condition if you're doing something for her. Period, man. I mean, I've seen it, bro. I didn't spent the block or walk down the street, and I've seen women eyeing other men when they got men with them. I mean, it's crazy, man. Shit, this is a fucked up place, but you got to get the fuck out of here. I'm serious, bro. This shit is sad, man.
Put her out on the street just like I'll put your ass out on the street. Don't worry, I pay her rent too. You know, I pay all her bills. Okay, look, are you, you're gonna either do, what do you want me to do? Hey, I'll take you out on a date. Will that help?
No.
Would that make you feel better?
No.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't. No.
Okay, look, you got about 35 minutes to take off your clothes. Your bed's right out here, and we're gonna do it, and then you can pay me the rent later. You won't have to worry about it anymore.
No, I'm not doing it anymore, sir.
You did it before. What's so hard about doing it again?
You're almost the same age as my dad, and it makes me feel gross. Like, what if I was your daughter? A little bit more time.
No, look, you know the deal. And we've done this before, and I think it's a pretty good deal for you. I mean, you don't have to pay anything.
Okay, and what would your wife?
Look at this bitch. If you're giving anything up, you shouldn't be paying at all. Well, Miss Renee, I'm pretty sure you would know all too well. It's probably how you got that lace front, right? Women they'll slut themselves out to get their eyelashes done, bro. Like, it's sad, man. That's why I don't take these women serious, bro. I don't take them serious, man. You know what I'm saying? I see it for what it is, man. And you know what I'm saying? And it ain't no shade to you sisters that's doing the right thing and you women that's actually trying to be right. But, you know what I mean, this is what us men have to deal with. So you have to understand our stance on the severity of the reason why we get on our women. This is the Most High getting on their ass because they just not right. They not right, bro, you know. So you wonder why GMS gets on the women so hard. I mean, it speaks for itself. It's really sad, man. It's sad, you know what I'm saying? And just showing you our disposition on this as the reason why. And this is the thing. And the Jake chick brought it out. She said, how come nobody can correct black women but white men? If this was Jake doing this, she would have had our brothers come over there and shoot him. But she fears Esau because she knows he's in power. You know? And oftentimes we try to let the women of our nation know the reason why we're not dealing with them like that, but they don't accept it from us because they are in denial and they don't want to be accountable for it. Because the so-called black woman, brothers, she don't look at you like you are of any authority, man. This is why you have a lot of issues with your woman. You have no power. Okay, the black woman does not respect you. She respects power and aggression. That's it.
Who cares what she thinks? Hey, is she here? No. Don't worry about her.
I told you that last time was the last time. So.
Okay, well, you don't seem to get it. You're either gonna no. Don't worry about her.
I told.
Queet. I be balling. He wouldn't have to call me back. I be calling him, Mr. Robert. It's the first. Are you ready? This bitch really telling you she's a hoe. And they telling on themselves, man. The scriptures goes into basically, man, you expose like the power of the tongue and you know, certain shit. You telling on yourself. This was wild, man.
I told you that last time was the last time. So.
Okay, well, you don't seem to get it. You're either gonna take your clothes.
Told her straightforward, you gonna take your clothes down and you gonna drop it low for me. Prime example, the elder brother Manatazak Ba. I don't know why I want to say Mawatazak. Similar name, but Manatazak Ba, the brother from SC. It says something strange for a piece of change. See, he getting on these women, man. Porta potty, Dubai. They get bitches from fucking Houston, twerkaholics out there, and they bring them hoes to Dubai and shit and piss on them, piss in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Shit in they, deprecate on their private parts and send their ass back to the United States $20,000 richer, and they go home, amen, and they wonder why they got diseases. It's crazy, brothers. But anyway, this is the book of Deuteronomy 23:17. It says, there should be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. And I believe this word goes into temple harlot, because like you go look at the modern day award ceremonies like Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's and Beyonce's and Ariana Grande's. They're temple harlots. Basically, they partook in rituals in temples and they did like sexual orgies and shit like that for so-called religious or idolatrous practices. So you have temple harlots. So like your celebrity women, those are more like temple harlots. And I believe that's what this scripture goes into, a temple harlot. But we still using it because a whore is a whore, And it says, thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy power for any vow. For even both these are an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, thy power, all right? So these bitches they really not supposed to be in the congregation, man. They not even supposed to be dealing for real. Okay? But through the grace and mercy of Yahweh, man, the Lord has redeemed us, because believe it or not, the way we look at our women, the Most High looks at the Israelite man and woman the same way. But the Israelite man was the Lord's first love, man. The man, he takes glory in his creation of men. We are created in the Most High's image. So, shit, he looked at us like that, man. And you can read in Ezekiel 16, when the nation of Israel committed adultery on the Most High by worshiping other gods. He basically said we was a bunch of hoes and sluts. We did the same thing to the Most High. So when you see these black women getting ghetto gagged and rotted out by different nations, that's the same way that the Israelites are people. They're doing the same thing now, man. Worshiping other gods and committing adultery with other nations. That, bro, the Most High is like, man. Scriptures say jealousy is the rage of a man. He would not spare in the time of trouble, roughly paraphrasing, man. All right. Proverbs 23:27. It says here, for a whore is a deep ditch and a straying woman is a narrow pit, man. All right. That's the point. Ezekiel 16:28 is the point I was making. It says, thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou was unsightable. Yea, thou hast played the harlot with them, yet could it not be satisfied. When you go into the New Living Testament, I believe it goes into prostitute or whores. You know what I'm saying? Israel, we did the same thing to the Most High. This is why we're in a predicament now. So the Lord took our woman from us. He showed us what it's like to see your glory transgress against you. So this is really a punishment to the Israelite man. But it's not a justification that you women do it, because you're going to get punished too. Because you're not supposed to behave like that, man. All right. One more precept here. This is the book of Sirach 26. And I'm going to start at verses 9. It says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Okay, the mascara, the makeup, the eyelashes. I mean, basically, it's written all over them. I mean, just look at the body chemistry. I mean, the cellulite and the riding out of the thighs and the stomach. It tells on itself. All these women have that shit because they've been popped by different men. Notice you have a virgin woman, unless she's overweight. She usually don't have cellulite if she's like a virgin. But even then, the virgins are in the spirit of whoredom too. And some virgins have it because, the Lord, he gets you from your past life too, reincarnation. You played harder in your past life. Hey, it shows in this life when the Most High jacks you up. But it says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty. And the problem is they have too much liberty. Okay, nobody's able to put them in a place. They can't be corrected. So only correction is the sword. It's destruction, judgment. It says, watch over the impudent eye, marvel not that she trespass against thee. She would open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he had found the fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every head she would sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. And basically that's saying that she's going to blow every rod, all right? She's going to drink all the cum, the semen, and the quiver represents her vajayjay, and the arrow represents the rod. So you got an apartment complex thought, then believe it or not, several men that had that woman, man. Trust me, I witnessed, I've lived in apartment complexes, you know what I'm saying, coming up and grew up in them, man. I've seen how these women, Jakes was passing women around like fucking blunts and ciphers, man. Like straight up, bro. Them niggas sleep with the same, they all pop the same woman, bro. They call them hood hoes. So you meet a woman in an apartment complex, 9 times out of 10, hey, other men done had that before you done had it. And they gonna have it after you. So this is why, brothers, don't lose your strength over these women, man. Don't give your strength into these women. If you got a woman that's trying to do right by you, then, you know, cool. Call a spade a spade. Okay? But overall, brothers, do not give your strength to these women. I repeat, do not give strength into women, man. You will regret that shit. And Lord forbid you put a baby in them, man. Fuck your life up, man. And you bring everybody down around your ass because now you made the dumb fucking decision. Be wise, smarten up, man. Too late in the game to be stupid. But with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashimi Hawashai. Lord's will you were edified into the next lesson. Shalom.